Hello, hello.
1-5.
Hello.
We're late. We're fucking late. We're late because of Nick. We're late because of Tom. We're never late because of me.
Well, here's the thing. I signed 1,000 of them, and
Shut up.
there'd be
Shut up.
14 people out of the 40.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm
Shut
sorry.
Tom,
You
Tom,
have no idea what me and Tom have to deal with behind the
Behind
scenes.
the scenes, man. Show number 15. We made it. We're here. We're
it's
alive.
like 12 or 13 for Nick, though. Just saying.
Ratings are oddly enough shooting up again as we speak. Oddly enough. The only thing
Nick,
that
welcome back.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Why don't you tell the folks where you have been the last couple of weeks?
I'm not going to dive real deep into it. All I'm going to say, Tom, is don't fucking ever buy a house and don't have kids. And everything will be all right. And you can make the podcast every week. But if you have those things, your life's fucked and you're at the beck and call of them. That's pretty fair, right?
What a way to start the show.
Tom, what have you been up to, Tom?
A lot. It's been it's been a hectic week. A lot of stuff going on. Unfortunately, attended a funeral this week. So, all the best if you're watching to the family. We appreciate you, and we want to welcome you to 1925, the New York Giants podcast.
Son of a bitch.
Cheers.
Well, now we have an excuse to say it. Cheers, because our first round pick, 5 overall, is from the Ohio State University, Arvell Reese. Nick, I don't think we've talked to you since Reese got drafted by the Giants.
I didn't even know the draft happened. I have not been around. What do you guys think of the draft? I love the draft. I think everything we did is pretty exciting. I don't know how you guys feel. I like the corner. I like the line. I like Arvell Reese. I'm excited.
Can you make eye contact with us when you speak? It's really fucking disturbing that you're looking.
Well, to be honest with you, George, your mustache is aggressive and it scares me. And I'm afraid if I look too close into the camera, I'm gonna smell it. I'm just not ready for that tonight.
Like cheeseburgers right now.
I've missed this. This is it's great to have the full crew back, folks. Make sure to go check us out on all of our social media handles if you like the banter. If you want to converse with us, George, we have business cards.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
We'll get to those in a little bit. Class, if you want to drop a comment throughout the show, feel free to do so. So, fellas, what do we want to talk about?
I think we should go over the schedule.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a why don't we do a prediction? And by the end of the year, we'll see who the closest was. I'm typically very bad at this. I'm typically overly optimistic, and every fucking year I'm wrong. I think last year I thought we were going to be 10-7.
Yeah, don't. All the bettors out there, do not follow Nick's advice. You will lose your house quicker than shit.
Yeah. You sure would.
Or mine.
Do we have the schedule graphic? Do we have the updated one? I don't believe we do.
So another point deduction for Nick.
Another point deduction. Well, I'm George. George is incapable of doing anything on his own, but he sure likes to go, "Hey, Tom, what are you doing right now?" Drop everything. Hey, Nick, you stir something. You stir shit.
What do you got in the glass tonight, George?
I got a screwdriver.
Nice.
I love a screwdriver, man. Screwdrivers. Whew, world. The amount of times I've been fucked up on screwdrivers, man. Best days of my life.
Love it.
What about you, Tom? You got water there?
Yes, some good fresh water. Definitely getting on a little diet.
Yeah. Tom, you look like the undercover cop they throw in the middle of the ghetto, but they don't make him look ghetto at all. They just make him look like himself, but he sticks out like a sore dick. You got that vibe, like the undercover cop in the middle of the ghetto vibe. We know
yeah.
Don't
give a shit.
What's your shirt? Yeah, see, he's got a Harley shirt. He's got that NYPD undercover shit going. You see this man walking through your hood, across the street. He's gonna pat and frisk you.
What about you? You're like that beaten cop who's been doing it too long. On your third wife.
Yeah.
You know,
I bought 4 houses, been married 3 times,
smoking, drinking problems, you know.
lots of
Just
fried
living.
food. Yeah,
Lots of fried food.
Living off of caffeine and nicotine, man. Nothing wrong with that for you guys doing that. You're the real heroes out there.
Absolutely.
What is it that the kids are putting in now? The Zins or whatever? What are those, George?
The lip pillows.
Product placement. And what do they do for you?
I don't know. Probably bad for you.
What are they? I don't even fucking know.
So oddly enough, your wife enjoyed them at our at our gathering. She was like, "These are really good."
And you gave her you gave her a strong one too, right?
I mean, for for your first one, sure, yeah. No, they're just basically nicotine in a pouch. Throw them in your lip, and I don't know. I like it.
I don't know where this is going, but
I'm gonna. You know what it is? I'm gonna be on a commercial in 10 years. You know, if you or a loved one was using Zyn pouches, and you guys have to visit me in the hospital, and I'm sitting there with my $1 million that I can't spend.
I'm pretty sure other people in your family will spend it for you.
Oh, without.
Why don't we use the image you had? It's not working.
All right. Yeah, that's totally fine with me.
3 points for Nick.
Schedule.
Perfect.
There were some leaks. Officially got revealed last night at 8 p.m. How do we want to break this down, George? Maybe we could start with you. I believe we should
go in order. Yeah, we'll go in order.
So, me?
Yeah.
Well, off the cuff, NFL jumped at the chance to get the Giants and Cowboys back in prime time. Makes a lot of sense with Dart, Scat, Neighbors, Harbaugh, drafting of Arvell Reese going up against Caleb Downs, former college teammates on the defensive side of the ball. Marquee NFC East matchup. I was a little confused as to why they put us in primetime back-to-back weeks, though. We have a Sunday night and then a Monday night. We don't get into the 1 o'clock slate until week 3, and the Giants historically over the past several decades have played a majority of their games in that 1 o'clock slate. As I see, we have 5 or 6 in a row after that.
That's probably why they fucking changed it.
Yeah, definitely interesting. But look, I mean, I think it's the John Harbaugh effect, right? You look at this schedule, we got what? 4 primetime games?
I mean, the Giants with no team are they love the Giants. They want the NFL wants nothing more than the New York Giants to be a good football team. Right. Especially with all the other teams they have that are annually good. Throwing another one in the mix never hurts, especially when it's in a major city. If the Giants are good, the fan base wakes up, which kind of sucks about our fan base. We're fucking awful when we suck, but when we're good, we're a machine. So the league loves that. Goodell loves that. Mara loves that.
Yeah,
I love that, frankly. Nick, you?
I hate primetime games myself. The older I get, they fucking kill me. I think it's good for business, obviously. And Dallas, great way to start the season, possibly. But George, what was it, 2 years ago when me and you decided to watch the Sunday primetime game? Well, yeah. How did that work out? Opening week, me, you, your wife.
Yeah, it wasn't good. We got fucking crushed. But here's the thing, Dallas. I hate your fucking fan base. I hate your fucking team. I hate your fucking city. It extends into the Mavericks. It extends into every other thing. I hate the Dallas Stars. I don't even watch hockey. Dallas sucks. We need to beat Dallas. We need to crush Dallas. I don't. And in winning fashion, we need to be like dogs about it. Like, let them the fuck know the Giants are back. Fuck Dallas. Week 1 at night under the lights. Make them run scared. I fucking hate Dallas. They need to win this game.
There's nothing worse than playing Philly. Philly's worse than Dallas.
Not for me. I hate every. You could ask Nick. What's the one thing I always tell you? when it comes to other teams.
Fuck
I
Dallas.
hate all of them.
Oh yeah, well,
I don't like
absolutely.
the Chiefs. I don't like the fucking Colts. I don't like the Niners. I don't like any of them. I hate the fucking Bills. I don't like any of them. I hate all of them. I love the Giants. The rest of you can kiss my ass. That's about it. So, like, I mean, I was harassing Chiefs fans last year in the middle of a fucking blowout. Like, I don't give a shit. Like,
Well,
I hate all the
no,
other teams. Huh?
the blowout didn't happen yet. We were walking into the game.
I mean, I knew it was happening. Let's be real.
I thought for sure. I'm like, oh man, hopefully George can fight.
Yeah, no, I hate Dallas, and I think it's because the Eagles have been little brother for so long. They've only been really relevant somewhat recently.
Sure.
We always had the trophy case joke with the Eagles and the dog killing bit with Vic, and we always had that like thing to hit them with. And Dallas has had some success in their franchise history, so they hold on to that success like, you know, it's slipping away, but they do hold on to it even though it was in the VHS era. So Dallas to me is enemy number one. Crush them. I say the Giants are going to win 24-21. Close game.
So is this what we're doing? Are we going game by game around the horn here?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's go game by game on the fly. I mean, we can break them down a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah. It's funny. You said 24-21. I was going to say 24-17. Giants win.
To avoid the reverse jinx sweep, I'm going to go with Dallas 21-20.
No, I don't want no reverse jinx sweep. Fuck that. Dallas ain't winning that game. Shit is fucking over.
Listen, George, I was trying to be a little bit different for the show because I really do think the Giants win this football game. That's the
then speak from your heart.
Okay, George, relax.
Listen,
we will not have a Dallas win on this podcast.
Listen, man. John Harbaugh, Giants coaching debut. I think he gets it done in prime time, right? We saw what he did in Baltimore for the past 18 years. There's a lot of players on this football team that have had winning success, that have played in the postseason. I'm not really sure what the score is going to be, but my concern is Brandon Aubrey is a weapon. For Dallas, he is a guy that even when the offense is struggling, he's a guy that could drill them from 60, 65 yards out. Dak is Dak. Their offense is still very good. Their line is a little bit older and weaker. Defensively, Dallas improved a little bit in the draft, but there's still some holes there. I think for me, it's can they get to Dak Prescott? That's the key in this game. I'm going to go with a 23-20 win for the Giants in week one.
So you realize Aubrey has to kick in the Meadowlands, right? And
yes.
you don't know what it could be like, and it's going to be loud as shit there too. Week one with all the new toys and Harbaugh, that's going to be
the best kicker in the league. But yeah,
that's great. Well,
best kicker, worst place to kick. But yeah, Tom's right. Best kicker in the league. I mean, but I don't know. I think we've got the momentum going into it, unless provided something happens during the summer preseason. Will Malik be back though? Week one, he just had another surgery this week. Sounds pretty minor. Sounds like a little bit of cleanup. He's slated to come back. There's still a lot of what ifs.
I'm not too worried about that with the scar tissue removal. That's very common practice and normal. You're just at the point of the offseason where there's nothing to talk about, so they're trying to ignite some fear into the fan base. And obviously, a decent percentage will take the bait and run with it and start to worry, because otherwise you have nothing to talk about now, right? Because things have settled down. The draft has been over for a few weeks. This is where we're at in the offseason. We're entering the dark days of the offseason where nothing is going on. So I think he'll be ready for Dallas in week one. And I think it's going to be a banger, man. I think he's going to go toe for toe with CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be awesome. But week two, George.
Yeah, week two, we're going to have the Rams away. So I'm trying to be the best bookmaker I can. You got to take a little bit away from the Giants because they're going to that dreaded West Coast. I don't know what the fuck that does to teams, but Stafford, MVP, obviously. You got to throw some respect, even though he's 78 years old or whatever the fuck he is.
I think we're both older than him, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, NFL old. All right, eat shit. Another primetime game. Going to be this is going to be a big test for the rookies. Honestly, back-to-back primetime games to start their career. You know, that could go one of two ways, but this is going to be a nightmare for the secondary. This is going to be a little bit of a test early on. Not that Dallas isn't between CD and Pickens, but there's something about Nacua. He's kind of the emerging star. He's tough. The Rams are well coached, extremely well coached. This game, I feel like, is going to be a challenge to win on the road this early on in the Harbaugh administration.
So 1-1 for George. Nick?
I don't know 1-1. I didn't come up with my score yet.
Numbers.
I don't think this is going to be a blowout. So I'm going to say like 24-14 Giants lose this one.
I unfortunately agree with George. I'm thinking more along the lines of like a 31-14. I think we take a step back week 2. It's a well-coached, very well-disciplined team going up against, unfortunately, a young New York Giants. Yeah, we got John Harbaugh, but John Harbaugh isn't on the field. We still got Scadaboo, who's young. We got Dart, who's probably going to make a mistake or two. We saw that was come time and time again when he played tougher teams last year. I think we're on the road. I think we're in against Los Angeles. I don't think we're winning this one. My prediction is 31-14.
All right. I'm not giving a chicken shit answer here. I think the Rams win, but it's 30-24 in overtime. I think the Giants keep it very close. The Rams were eyeing Jackson Dart in the 2025 draft. They were unable to get him since Big Blue leapfrogged them. And it was evident this year when they took Ty Simpson at number 12 or 13 overall, whatever it was.
Reach of the decade, by the way.
Yeah. I think Dart has a very good game out west. I maybe one turnover, but I don't think, like we've talked about, the defense and the secondary has enough yet. It's only week 2. A lot of things are still going to be pieced together, but all in all, I think the Rams are still one of the best teams in the NFC. I still think they're Super Bowl contenders because this is the last legs of Matthew Stafford with his window. And I think the Giants do fall to 1-1 here as well. So we're 6 for 6 so far, or 2 for 2, I should say, in predictions, fellas. George, week 3.
Week 3, I am waiting for this game like the coming of Christ.
Check mark.
Tennessee Titans at home. That chicken-eating son of a bitch, Dable, back in the building. If you think this motherfucker isn't going to pull every fucking stop to win this game, you are out of your mind. Dable, Saleh, this team's got a lot of young talent. Cam Ward, obviously. My man, Wan'Dale Robinson. Your boy, Bellinger. Tennessee, we're going to kick the shit out of, though. That's going to be an ugly one. That's going to be like, I'm going to say 31-10 Giants in a rout. Because the boys are going to be fired up, too. Because you know those motherfuckers that didn't like Dable are going to play. They're going to be like, yo, fuck this. We're done. Over. 31-10 Giants in a rout. Won't even be close. They'll get 7 out of that 10 in mop-up time.
7 out of that 10. Yeah, no, I think
7 out of the 10 points are going to be garbage time.
Yeah, bullshit. No, I get it. I think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be 24-17, but I do think the Giants are going to come out on top. That's my prediction. I think we're going to see a young Cam Ward and Jackson Dart just battle it out. I think it's going to be fun. I think the best part of the whole game, though, is going to be Brian Dable when they show him on the screen and the crowd just boo him. Very similar to the Ring of Honor game when Tiki Barber was presented with his Ring of Honor, and I've never heard the crowd as lively as that. But that's my prediction, 24-17.
It's funny how George forgot to mention Wandale because that's his boy. This is
I
also
did
a
mention
revenge game
Wandale.
for him. Also, shout out here for this comment. Solving the race problem says, we already saw all the trucks up Dable's sleeve. There's nothing there. LOL.
Yeah, all the tricks. There is nothing there. Dable is a smart guy. He's a good offensive coordinator. Don't get me wrong. I just think he got too cute in New York as a coach. And, let's just be real. Like, looking back on it, he really was going to sacrifice Jackson Dart's future for his job. Should be the other way around.
Yeah.
But yes, I do agree. Tom, week 4.
Hold on. I got to give my week 3 prediction.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So, Tennessee, it's going to be a closer game than people think. Dable knows the tendencies of a lot of these players. I can't wait till Arvell Reese delivers his first hit on Wandale Robinson. Cam Ward against Jackson Dart. This should be, a good quarterback battle. But Tennessee has been a bad team for the last couple of years since they fired Mike Vrabel. Historically, they're not a good franchise. And drafting Carnell Tate at number 4 overall is another reason why they're going to remain a bad franchise right now, because they have to build inside the trenches first to protect their rookie quarterback. They have not done so. They have a lot of Band-Aids there. And outside of J.C. Latham, there's not a whole lot of good on that offensive line. I think that's a problem. I think the Giants get at least 4 sacks in this game. I think they win by a final score of 20-13. I think it's a 1-score game. Again, Giants seem to be a type of team this season, I think, that wins a lot of close games, not necessarily belt-to-ass action. So, but week 4, George.
Week 4 at home against the Arizona Cardinals. Trap game. That's all I can think about. Trap game. They're going to overthink this one. And, the Cardinals should be a clusterfuck, but the Giants in recent years have also played up to their opponents, and they also played down to their opponents. They're going to make this team look good, even though they're not. Giants struggle in last year's version against the run. This will be a good test with Jeremiah Love. I'm going to say the Giants lose this one 28-14. Trapped.
Giants lose this one? I disagree. I think Giants are going to finally, their offense is going to start clicking. I'm going to go big here. I'm going to say 38-17. Giants win. I think, like I said, everything starts clicking. We're back at home. We're playing a not very good Arizona team. And you got to remember the Giants, yes, we have a tendency to match our opponents, but we got a different coach for the first. We got an actual head coach. First time we've had a coach since Tom Coughlin. I think he rallies the boys and we prepare properly. And yeah, I think it's a win.
So we have a split that I'm about to break. I agree with Nick. I think the Giants win this game. Jeremiah Love may get a touchdown or 2, but I don't like Arizona's quarterback situation against our pass rush. I don't like their line. I also think that West Coast teams traveling to the East Coast for a 1 p.m. start plays a toll on them. So I think the Giants are going to win this game. Final score 26-18. Giants improve to 3-1, which brings us to week 5 at Washington in D.C. George.
Oh, all right. So at the Redskins on the road, 1:00 game, NFC's game. These are typically toss-ups, especially when the teams aren't really historically playing well against each other the last couple of years, even though the Giants have gotten the best of them the last couple times, right?
No.
Didn't. Oh no, man, that's how far back I'm going. Saquon.
No, correct me if I'm wrong, but we came out, we played Philly, everybody was amped up, and then the next week we went to New Orleans and we played like absolute dog shit. Lots of turnovers last season. Scatterboo fumbled for the first time. Dart threw a pick or two. that was kind of their trap game, if you will, last year. We came off of a lot of momentum and went to New Orleans and lost.
Yeah, but we're not talking about New Orleans. We're talking about Washington.
Oh shit! I apologize.
That's where
I looked at that wrong.
No, we beat Washington.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize.
Yeah, New Orleans was the game on the road where we looked like absolute dog shit. We had like 1 million turnovers. Right. That was and it wasn't even Tyler Shuck yet. It was the other guy at quarterback, dude with blonde hair.
Rattler.
Yeah.
Rattler, yeah. Spencer Rattler was a god that day. Anyway, thanks for skipping ahead. Back to the Commanders.
Well, I figured you were talking, and I didn't like what you were talking about. I thought we'd move on, but we'll go back.
NFC East matchup, toss up, tough game. This is gonna be our probably second or third chippiest game of the year, probably. I say we go over on this, and this is gonna be a big one. I think I'm gonna say like 42-27. This is gonna be a nasty game.
Wow.
Lots of touchdowns, maybe even a defensive touchdown, something like that.
You agree, Nick?
No, I think it's a division rival. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think we're gonna squeak this one out, but I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think 17-14, but we do end up winning, maybe on a field goal, and maybe the score is obviously just a guess, but I think it's gonna come down to the fourth quarter.
We're really good at that.
We are now.
No, yeah.
Giants lose 21-13. I don't see it. Jayden Daniels, this is week 5. This is the first true road game, in my opinion, because the Rams in LA, the fan base, you probably get a decent amount of Giants fans there. You go down to DC, they've struggled against Jayden Daniels since he's entered the league. Now, you do have Arvell Reese, a guy who could keep up, but I think Washington at home gets it done early on in the season. So I have Big Blue at 3-2 heading into week 6, George.
New Orleans at home. Nick, I'm going to defer to you because you were so gung-ho about this New Orleans matchup from last year. Go ahead, Nick.
I think we bounce back this year. We play better when I say we bounce back, but I think this is our trap game. I think we're losing this one by about 10, maybe 31-21. I think this is the game everybody thinks we're going to win, given we're coming off pretty decent. I've got us at 4-2 right now, or 3 and whatever. I don't see us winning this game. I think it's going to be a quarterback duel, but yeah, I think 31-10 New Orleans.
Yeah, so this is not a trap game to me. This team sucks, but not trap game sucks. Tyler Shuck kind of came out of nowhere, did pretty well. I think he's going to struggle against the front 7 of the Giants. I'm going to say this one is a Giants win. I'm going to go 21-10. Tough game in the trenches, and then the Giants will turn it up in the second half.
This is a tough one for me. Saints have a lot of talent on offense. They got Travis Etienne from the Jaguars in free agency. They selected Jordan Tyson in the draft. Not a pick that I love for them, but they still have good football players on their team. They will be at the Meadowlands, though. I think the Giants pull this one out late in the fourth quarter. I think these two teams are on a similar uptrend. So I have the Giants squeaking out here. We'll give them a final score of 21-17 with Big Blue improving to 4-2.
There's that FDNY fire truck.
Yes, sir.
You want to check your house, make sure it ain't you, brother? Or?
No, I'm good. I'm sitting in the middle of my house. I see nothing. I mean,
fuck it, burn it down with me. All right, week 7 at Houston. That's a loss. That's 100% a fucking loss. Don't even try. I mean, try, but That fucking defense is scary. And we're on the road back out, to the west, I just don't like it. Early start. We might even be banged up a little bit at this point. And if we're not, Houston will bang us up the rest of the way. This is a loss. This will be like our bad game, I think. This is like where we squeak out 10 points and lose probably 28-10 in a loss to Houston.
28-10. Yeah, no, I don't think you're that far off. I agree with George. We're losing. Yeah, I'd say 24, 14. At most, we score 14. More realistically, 24-10. Texans win. Giants are now, in my book, 4-3. And yeah, I don't see us doing much against that defense.
Yeah, look, there's a lot here to dive into, right? The Texans really focused on their offensive line this offseason. They signed Braden Smith. They drafted Keelan Rutledge. They signed Wyatt Teller to pair with Ursery at left tackle. So, there's a lot of things they're doing to benefit C.J. Stroud, who, by the way, is entering a contract year. So, he got paid, obviously. He's a quarterback that's going to be around for a long time. They brought in David Montgomery, a guy who could really, keep the chains moving. Nico Collins is healthy this year. They might be getting Tank Dell back as well. But I think the Giants are going to surprise some people here. C.J. Stroud has been on a downtrend since his rookie season. I think the Giants shock the world and win this one. I think it's a very low-scoring game. I like a 16-13 final score because I think the Giants and John Harbaugh are able to win the special teams battle, which bodes very well. I think both defense dominate. I think it's a sloppy game, but special teams plays a role here, and I think the Giants are able to get it done. Shocker.
All right, so after Houston, I'm going to have Nick talk about the bye week because he's been on a bye the last 2 weeks. Why don't you talk about the bye week, Nick?
Well, during a bye week, we like to just shut off everything and just unwind and really ignore everybody in our life that bothers us. If you have a George in your life and he annoys the fuck out of you, just shut it off. Shut your phone off. And that's what the Giants need to do at this point. They need to recover and rebuild, if you will. And then we'll move into week 9. George, who do we got week 9?
Week 9, we got those fucking assholes, the Philadelphia Eagles, on the road. I got to tell you, obviously, not obviously, I'm a Nick fan, diehard Nick fan also. And we own the 76ers away. That is MSG East. It's been known. We crush those motherfuckers in that building. If we can translate that to the link, that would be wonderful. But football and basketball are two different things. I don't know how the same people support one team so much and can't support the other one. But
did you guys see that video of the Knicks fans crowding the Phillies or the 76ers reporter after trying to broadcast?
We're like that. We're not fucking around. It's been since 1973. We're not fucking around. We're like that. But anyway, I digest or digress or both. The Eagles, I got to tell you, this is going to be a tough fucking game because of that illegal play called the tush push, the brotherly shove. Hey, let's all touch Jalen Hurts' ass and go forward. It's the stupidest play ever. But this is a hard play for us to defend. I hope with the addition of Reese, maybe in those down situations, Reese will play up, will crowd the line up, and maybe we can stop it. But I'm not worried about Saquon so much, even though he probably wants to play well against us like he usually does. This game can go either way. I think we stay in this one, but we also lose. I'm going to say maybe 28-21 with an L, but like a good loss, like a loss where, all right, I went toe-to-toe with them kind of thing. Like we're going to come out of it the next week a little better.
Yeah, no, I think we're losing too. I don't think this is going to be a fun game. We're on the road against Philly. We just played Houston. We're maybe a little bit more beat up at this point. I think Barkley goes off. It's a 1 p.m. game. 31-17 is my prediction. Philly's got this one. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're beating them on the road.
31-23 Philly here. Early in the year, Giants struggle at the Link. They haven't won there in over a decade. It's been a very long time. Jackson Dart struggles in this game. The defense is unable to stop the run game for Philadelphia. They still have talent in the trenches, even though they're older now. I also think that the tight end position, I think Eli Stowers scores a touchdown in this game. Giants struggle to cover the tight end, and I think he plays a big role for the Eagles. So I now have the Giants at 5-3. George, week 10.
Week 10, Washington at home. This is a win. We're going to be angry from that loss the week before in Philly. Harbaugh is going to give probably the first of his many post-game fire up, rally the troops. We almost beat this team. Let's go out there next week and kick the shit out of Washington, and that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to say this. I'll double down. Jaden Daniels, JD5, will not start this game. This will not be him starting. He will be knocked out of – he will not play this game.
Due to injury?
Yeah. No, because he doesn't feel like it. He's going to show up. He's going to show up, Tom, and say, you know what? I've had enough of this shit.
Oh.
You know, I gave George my number, and I really don't want to fucking deal with this anymore. I'm disappearing for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think
he's gonna be injured at this juncture in the season. He's gonna be injured, and we're gonna win this game. I almost want to have a big score game here. I'm thinking we go high, but division game. It's a primetime game. Thursdays are weird too. Some guys hate Thursday games. I'm gonna go 35-21 Giants. Oh, there's that guy on the bike, man. He must get out of the pizza shop every night around this time.
Nick?
He's like the mailman, fucking rain, sleet, or snow. He is always riding.
And apparently
we started this in January, and he wasn't afraid to ride then. My prediction –
also Greek.
I'm going to go.
Were you here for that, Nick?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, you have no idea. So, time out. Segue. So, me and Tom are rapping back and forth. We're in the middle of a pretty good segment, and all of a sudden, meow, and you can see Tom get pissed off. He's like, every night, you know. So this guy must leave work every night at 7:30, 7:40, something like that. And he's got what? One of those like illegal mopeds or something, Tom?
Correct. Yep.
So I go, what is that? And he goes, yeah, it's this Greek guy. He's got one of them illegal mopeds. And I'm like, Greek? How do you know he's Greek? Like, what a weird thing, you know? And I never really got an answer. Evidently, he's Greek. And Tom is like Clint Eastwood. What's that movie where get off my lawn?
Get off my lawn.
So Gran Torino.
So Uncle Jesse minus the Rippers rides by every fucking. Is it every night?
Correct.
He's pissed off right now thinking about it.
But yeah, I am getting pissed off because you can never predict when it's gonna fucking come because it's never at the same time. It's at all these different times every single night. Like just pick a time, goddammit, so I could be prepared for it.
So when me and Tom were talking when you weren't here, you know, when you were doing other stuff. So we're talking. And I'm like, Tom, I can picture you like if we weren't doing a show right now, you like run to the door, that son of a bitch, and you're angry. He goes, yeah, I hate it every night. Yeah,
a broom and a baseball bat.
We laugh about it. We're making a joke, but that little motorcycle coming in every show is like it's kind of a funny joke, but it kind of sucks. But
he's like the fourth member, you know. If
I just want to know how Tom knows he is Greek. He culturally appropriated him to being Greek. I just want to know
maybe because I've seen him before, George, in person.
That makes
That's
it even
how
funnier.
I have a pair of eyes, and I saw him drive by my house.
So if you ever had a chance where like you're walking up the avenue and he stopped, I don't know if those guys stop for stop signs on the bikes, but if he stops, are you going to give him a piece of your mind or what? Good answer, Tom. Back to the games.
Yes. Where were we, by the way? Nick, did you make your prediction for week 10?
No, we started talking about Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, that's Rich. We're going to call him, right?
My prediction would be, because it's a prime time, and for some reason everybody likes to fucking keep me up during these primetime games. I think it's going to be a close one. I'm going to go 30-27 Giants win. Once again, I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think we're going to see a lot out of the team, but special teams is going to win this game. That's my prediction. Giants win it. Close one though.
Yeah, Giants historically are very good against Washington. I had them losing against them in week 5. Won't be the case here in week 10. I think we start to see Malachi Fields make a couple plays at this point of the season. I think he is developed into wide receiver number 2 at this point in time, and I think he makes a big game-changing catch in the fourth quarter to uplift Big Blue to victory by a final score of 24-22. And that'll bring us on to week 11, where the Giants host the Jacksonville
Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence. Listen, this team is good, okay? I used to rip on the Jaguars because, they didn't have the best start with Trevor Lawrence, but they figured a lot of this shit out. They got a lot of important pieces in important places. This is going to be a tough game, kind of a toss-up. This, to me, might be the overtime game. We are home, which is good. I'm going to say I think we lose this game, honestly. But it's going to be very close. Something where both teams are in the 20s. I think it's going to be a good game. 24-21, something like that. 24-17. We take the L here.
Yeah, no. I disagree. I think we're being Trevor Lawrence and his new fancy haircut.
That was a wig, by the way.
Oh, what's it? Either way, it's fucking terrible. He should cut his hair anyways. It looks ridiculous. But they are a very, very good team. Won the division last year. I think we are winning this game 31-24. Once again, it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. But at this point, I think everybody's going to start to jive, and the defense is going to jive. But I think we're still going to give up 24 against a very good Jacksonville team. But 31-24 is my prediction.
I'm going to say something that probably has to be said, but a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this. The Jaguars have a really good chance of winning the AFC this year. They're that good. They improved in the offseason. They've made a lot of steps forward. They retained both their offensive and defensive coordinators, who, by the way, were finalists for head coaching jobs. They have a genius of a GM who's only 35 years old, and Liam Cohn, who should have won Coach of the Year.
Duval.
The Jaguars are going to obliterate the Giants on the road. Final score 35-17. This is the one game of the year where I think the Giants have a very poor performance and have to go back to the drawing board.
And luckily for the Giants, that drawing board includes this is going to be what they call a fucking dub. We're going to kick the shit out of the Colts. This is going to get ugly. 35-10. I don't even want to talk about Jones. He sucks. If you stand on your business about Daniel Jones, that dude sucks, okay? I'm not taking away his talent. He's a nice kid. That was a phone call going to my wife that came through my computer. Thank you, Tara. Daniel Jones sucks. He will always suck. That team has a good run game, great offensive line play. That's the only reason why he stays upright. He's still injury prone. He sucks. He's going to have the yips. He's going to come. I'm telling you, thank God it's a home game for him, because if this was a game in our field, he would just have all the flashbacks from his many injuries and just people motherfucking him to his face as he goes into the locker room. Fuck Daniel Jones. I cannot stand Daniel Jones. 35-7, Giants up top.
Yeah, no, I agree. Fuck Daniel Jones. Sorry, Tom. I think we're winning this one, 24-21. Though I think it's going to be a little closer than you think it is. Daniel Jones has played really, really good since he's left. However, once again, he got injured. What's he going to look like?
That's what he's going to look like.
What quarter is that? Is that quarter number 3, quarter number 4?
He don't know his name in that photo.
We protected him well. I don't understand why he had so many issues. I think Daniel Jones is better than you think, George. I think he's not as good as Tom thinks. However, yeah, I think he's going to play okay. I think. What was my prediction? 24-21. Giants are going to win this one. Closer than you think. We're on the road against a good Indy team as long as everybody's healthy.
Listen, I got to go full screen for just this one game here. Then we'll go back to the screen share. This is going to be a very emotional game for a lot of people, myself included.
For who?
To go out there against a guy who balled out, was a leader on this team.
Balled out?
Provided for our entertainment for 6 years. It is going to be a very emotional day for a lot of these guys going up against Daniel Jones. However, I got some intel on the Indianapolis Colts as I made an excursion to Lucas Oil Stadium a little over a month ago and found out that Shane Steichen is, in fact, on the hot seat in 2026. I think Daniel Jones has a decent game, but I don't think it's enough for the Colts to win. I think the Giants will learn from their mistakes at home against Jacksonville, bring them on the road to Indianapolis, and defeat the Indianapolis Colts by a final score of 27-17. I think the Giants get the job done.
Tom.
What?
Timeout. Forget the schedule for a minute. What? I can
His balls
care
were
less
out.
about the schedule.
He sucked.
What on earth? No, get rid of the schedule. I want us 3. We gotta have a chat here. Grown men are talking now. What is emotional about this?
The Giants failed Daniel Jones. That's what it came down to. They failed Jones more than he failed them. And you've admitted this yourself.
Listen, there was some definite mistakes along the way, like number 1, drafting his ass in the first round. That was mistake number 1. Now you have to live up to this first pick hype in New York.
Not his fault.
I agreed. I'm giving you that one. That was the very first mistake, and then everything else was a mistake afterward. He had lightning in a bottle for a little bit in 22, where everything went our way. Nick, if you remember, we would listen to that game over the radio. Everything went the Giants' way. Every bounce went our way. Every penalty was called in our favor. We had some assy plays in there. That was just a weird year. Listen, there's nothing emotional about that game. I don't hold him in any bit of regard. All right. Saquon, I'll give you a lot more. To me, that was a little more emotional, seeing him wearing Kelly Green Eagles uniform. To me, that pissed me off. That was emotion coming out. But Daniel Jones, I'm sorry, man, like pretty forgettable as a Giant.
He's not once a Giant, always a Giant for you?
It's a nice thing to put on the back of a jersey to sell jerseys, but I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but I put him in the same ranks as I'd put any other guy that patched this together after Eli.
He definitely did about every opportunity to be successful. He did. I'm also like part trolling here.
No, I think you're trying to get the. Well, yeah, you're trying to get the rock. Hey.
I want the clips. I want the tape. I want to go back to this and be like, I said that shit. Do I think Daniel Jones is a good, serviceable NFL quarterback? Yes, but once you get in his face and pressure him, most quarterbacks are bad. He is worse than most when he is under pressure. However, when he is protected, I think he is better than most. That's where we all disagree on. We saw it when he had a clean pocket. He played well, guys. It's just when he doesn't, he's awful. He's one of the worst in the league.
So the game where I officially checked out, it was very early on in theory, but when he had the turf monster happen, when he was running like too fast for his legs.
Philly.
The Black Cat game
on the read option, and he took off. And oh, you have it? Oh no. So when he did that, everyone else I was with was like, he's going to the house, and I fucking knew it. I knew it. I was like, he's not going to the house. You could just tell how he was running. He was like running for his life instead of running to go to the end zone. There's a difference. And when he fell, I was like, God damn this guy. Like, that should be a moment where
right.
No, I know. That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. It's
was
like,
John who? Okay, I am going to list 3 quarterbacks.
Okay.
And I want you to name them in
can't
order.
Be dog shit though.
Yeah, you can't give us other giants.
Dave Brown, Kent Graham, and Daniel Jones. List them in order.
Kent Graham, number 1.
Jesus Christ. I'm okay. Okay.
Kent
Have
Graham,
a good show, guys.
Oh. Wait, Tom could just leave? That's cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Tom, just do that. We don't need Tom anymore, Nick. He just pops in and leaves. No, listen. Kent Graham, number 1. All right. Dave Brown was fucking terrible. How about this, Tom? I'll let you play with this. How about? Oh, pause. Can you, Tom? You gotta focus here. Focus, Tom.
What is going on?
Give me 3 other starting quarterbacks in the league right now. Don't give me Kent Graham and Dave Brown. Give me 3 starting.
Random.
No, guys. You know who you think I would choose maybe over Jones or not choose over Jones. How about that?
Give you 3 guys that you would.
Yeah, like
not, that
I'm
you would
trying
not
to explain
choose.
to you. I'm trying to explain to you where Daniel Jones.
What starting quarterbacks are better than Daniel Jones?
All of them.
No.
Fucking all of them.
You think Geno Smith is better than Daniel Jones? You think Kirk Cousins is better than Daniel Jones?
Kirk Cousins is worlds better than Daniel Jones.
Then how come Daniel Jones gave him belt to ass in that playoff game back in 22?
Because it was a fluky fucking year, and Jones is 12 years.
Cousins was not very good in that game. Let me tell you that.
No, he wasn't. But if you had to give me the 2 careers, I'm going to be Kirk Cousins every day.
I agree with that one.
Daniel Jones is in year 8, guys. He's in year 8.
Yeah, I know.
Year 8. Kirk Cousins didn't start till like year 2, year 3.
Different game back then, but yes.
I like Kirk Cousins. I think he's a solid quarterback. But now, you would take Kirk Cousins over Daniel Jones?
I know that the problem with Jones, he has to have everything else be perfect for him to be okay.
Correct.
On top of that,
for him to be very good.
He is at this point. At this point of his career, at this 8-year career, he's been very injured. And I'm not talking about banged up elbows and tendonitis and wrist issues. I'm talking about neck surgeries, rebuilt legs, like every piece that made him the best he could be in the NFL has been injured. So I if you don't think the injuries are going to keep coming,
there's no denying the injuries, but I think that further proves my point, where it's more the injuries than his play. That's the issue. And that's always been the issue with him. It's been his health and his inability to be available. Listen, those are the major issues.
He locks on his target from the snap to the pass to the completion or the incompletion or the turnover. He doesn't move his head. There's a lot of things he doesn't do that average defenses it's like reading a book.
Listen, there's 32 of these jobs in the NFL.
He went to get some coffee.
There's 32 of these jobs in the NFL. Daniel Jones is entering year 8. Isn't he doing something right if he's still regarded as a starting caliber quarterback in the National Football League?
I think they need to take second and third looks under the hood on a lot of guys that are backing up, though, too. I think Mac Jones can be better than Daniel Jones.
Oh my God.
100%.
Mac Jones, the quarterback that weighs 250 pounds.
Look what Sam Darnold did. We were making fun of Sam Darnold how many years ago? Now he's a Super Bowl champion on a team that's going to contend.
Daniel
again.
Jones played 1 year with the Colts and looked like an MVP candidate the first half of the season before he got hurt.
I'm just not buying it.
He had
we should probably move on.
He had every single tool around
Tom,
him.
it's okay that you're in love with Daniel Jones. It's okay.
No, that's not what it is. I'm evaluating his talent, and I don't agree with what you guys are saying about Daniel Jones.
He was a reach. He should have been someone else's problem.
I think you've said this before. If we picked him up in the 3rd, 4th round,
took a shot at him.
And we took a shot at him. He was serviceable. He was good. 1st round pick, top 10. He sucked. I mean, the only bullet we dodged is we didn't grab Dwayne Haskins.
Moving on. Week 13, George. San Francisco back at home.
I don't really want to talk about this game because we had a hard time with Mac Jones with this team. So I don't think Purdy's missing this one. No, the 49ers are a well-coached, real deal contender in the NFC. This is going to be a tough game. We're home, which helps. Maybe the weather can come into play here. That'd be nice. A good snow game or that bitter, shitty New Jersey cold would help here. But that means they're going to run more, and you're going to get a lot of McCaffrey. McCaffrey seems to do very well against us, by the way. Oh man, this could be a shootout though. Kittle, we're going to struggle with Kittle too. This is a tough one. I'm going to say we go to overtime and we win 27-24. No, let's see. 27-21 in overtime. We ain't kicking.
27-21. No, I think 31-13 San Fran reminds us what it looks like to be a professional team that's got their shit together. I don't think we're far from that, but I don't think we're there yet. And yeah, we're at home. We're rolling into December. Yeah, I don't see this being a very good game. The only way I think it could happen where it's a closer game is if McCaffrey's out. But no, I don't think it's a good one. Tom?
Giants lose to San Francisco. They're still a very good team. Brock Purdy, good quarterback in this league. He's also had some injury problems, but they have Christian McCaffrey. They also have Kalen Black, serviceable rookie out of Indiana, who can be a nice complementary back. They have good pieces all around that football team. I think the Niners win, let's say 23-10. I think the Giants just are unable to get it going here. And with this comment, there was an open competition. Daniel Jones won that competition. Brian Daboll even said there was an open competition when he took the Tennessee job, when he was asked about that a while back. And as much as I like Tyrod Taylor, he's another guy who can never stay on the football field. I mean, as much as you guys might not like Daniel Jones, he did win that competition. They didn't just hand him the job. I think it'd be pretty idiotic to sign Tyrod Taylor.
They had to hand it to him.
They paid him that
years,
much.
$17.5 million. Did you not hear what Brian Daboll said, where he put Daniel Jones in these negative situations and Tyrod Taylor in all these positive situations to test Daniel Jones? It had nothing to do with Tyrod Taylor. It was testing Daniel Jones, and he checked marked all those boxes. Jones won the starting job. How is there not an open competition?
Here's why.
Back in 2022.
Here's why. Because John Mara is very old-fashioned, okay? And the guy that carried your franchise just had a pretty bad end of his career. You had the whole mix-up with said Tyrod, and he left the team. He retired. You mean to tell me Mara didn't sit down and tell them what type of quarterback he wanted? You wanted a guy that was going to say the right thing, play the part. He wanted that nice young kid. He didn't want anything flashy. Nothing that was going to be problematic, which is smart. Don't get me wrong. But it's almost like they were looking for an Andrew Luck kind of guy, and they got Daniel Jones, and he was good with the media. He was good with the other players. All right. And I think they gave him a little too much creative control. Because if you remember when this whole thing happened where it was, Daniel Jones or Saquon, a lot of those players wanted Saquon Barkley. And those are the guys that play with him every fucking day. And they know who's who and what's what. Say I'm wrong.
You don't pay running backs, though, in this modern NFL. And they inherited.
You probably should have given this scenario, though. I mean, Daniel Jones was coming off one mediocre season. Barkley, I mean, we've seen it.
It was not mediocre by any means. Daniel Jones was arguably a top 12 quarterback in 2022. If that's mediocre, then I really don't know what to tell you.
He survived on RPO and a lot of luck.
Shitload of luck. He did have a bad line, though. I'll give him.
He did, but once again, I've said this over and over again. The minute I stopped rooting for Daniel Jones is when Taylor went out there and played better than him with that same team. That's when I gave up on him. I wish him nothing but success. We should probably move on.
There was a couple of guys that played well too.
What's that?
There was a couple of other guys that played well too.
Tommy DeVito did not. No.
Tommy DeVito played really well.
For a guy who was on the street, I think he did okay.
You guys are like really. I don't understand why we sit here and still have these conversations years
because
later.
Daniel Jones set us back 10 years, Tom. That's why.
I don't see that. That's yes, you can debate that, but you also can't argue that they missed on draft picks. Guys like Evan Neal, Josh Azudu, right? There's certain trading up one spot for Deonte Banks also set them back. Like it's one of those things where they were in a situation where, yeah, they had to pay Daniel Jones, but he did not have a mediocre season. They won a playoff game because of Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. But still, without Daniel Jones, they don't beat the Minnesota Vikings on the road in the wild card round. Just saying.
I mean, if that's what you want to hold your head on, go ahead. But
it's not what I'm holding my head on. But
look at the entire body of work.
December 13th, we play Seattle. In Seattle.
Daniel Jones will not be at this game.
No, he will not. Sam Darnold will be. Super Bowl champions.
The 13th man will be there.
The 13th man will be there. I can see this being another loss, but I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be 17-14 Seattle squeaks it out at home. I think that the crowd, that defense.
It's going to be a big game for Dart to get used to the crowd noise. And
I think Dart's going to – I think Dart as a rookie was a really poised
I love
quarterback.
That's a first-round quarterback you could love, right? Jackson Dart, not Daniel
Yeah,
Jones.
I mean, first, very poised. Didn't make that face. What was that face? Do you have it?
I'm not going to show it again. Oh, there's Uncle Jesse.
Oh, hey, we spotted the guy who drove by, and it does look like Uncle Jesse. Definitely Greek. So Tom's pretty spot on there. I mean, nice yellow shirt. He looks like a nice guy, though. I mean, he's smiling. He should give him a chance, Tom. Get to know him.
So Tom, Nick, what did you have on that first score?
It's gonna be low scoring game. I think somewhere along 17-14, but I think Seattle's winning this one.
All right, so I'm going to say the Giants are going to lose this one. They're going to lose it by at least 10. This is going to be a tough game. Seattle is a very boring brand of football to me, but it's a winning brand. Darnold's a game manager at this point in his career. He's just kind of we're going to struggle with the noise and everything. Jackson Dart, a poised first-round draft pick that we picked, not Daniel Jones. Jackson Dart, I think, will have a pretty good game, but he's going to succumb to everything else overall. It's going to be we're losing that one by at least 10.
Seattle's going to win, but I think it's a one-score game. I think the Giants do a good job playing them close. I think Harbaugh is trying to get this team ready for the home stretch. I think the Giants are in contention at this point, trying to make a push for a playoff spot for the first time in 4 years when Daniel Jones started that playoff game. I think the Giants lose this game by a final score of 23 to 13, but I think Big Blue shows a lot of promising signs going forward. George, we're on.
So week 15, we're getting into the Christmas spirit. Now I'm going to go on a limb here. The next 4 games are New York Giants wins. We're going to go on a tear, and this is where the party starts. So Cleveland at home. The Browns aren't good. We might make this closer than we have to, but this is going to be a dub. I don't think the Browns are going to be very good. I just don't. I just get that when you're bad for so long, like you're just a bad team. I'm sorry. Like we fall in that category recently too, but the Browns have been bad forever. We're going to win this. They're going to probably have a quarterback controversy at some point anyway. We're going to win this one. Let's go 28-10.
Nick, audio.
You're muted. Tom, just go.
Yeah. So while Nick figures out the audio, the Browns don't have a good quarterback on their roster.
Now I'm by myself.
Apologies, folks. I had to help Nick out there with something. I don't think the Browns have a good QB on that roster. I also don't think that Todd Monken will be their head coach for too long.
Wow.
He's a disciple of John Harbaugh. I wish him nothing but the best. But the Browns, they drafted Concepcion early. They drafted, I think, Denzel Boston maybe early. Like they had a good draft, but this team, they're just not building the right way, and they never do. And I think the Giants are able to get pressure on whether it's Watson, Gabriel, or Sanders, whoever it is, and they'll win this game. They'll win it by at least 2 scores. Give me Big Blue with a 20-7 win over Cleveland.
Holy shit, we agreed almost on that one.
I know, right?
All right, moving on to Detroit. All right, at Detroit, listen, I kind of like Dan Campbell. Oh, Tom, you there? Nick? You have no audio, Bubba. Anyway, so Detroit, I don't think we're going to lose this game at all. I think we're going to win. This is going to come down to coaching. Dan Campbell, as you know, Tom, super risky, kind of does a lot of dumb shit on 4th down. I don't think it's going to benefit him against a team like the Giants. I think at this point in the season, we're going to be poised. Like I said, we're going to go on a little run here. We beat Detroit 24-17 on the road due to a 4th down stop or some kind of turnover or some clock management problem from the Lions.
I think the Giants had a really good shot at beating Detroit last year, and they almost did it with Jameis Winston. I definitely think that the Lions are going to be better this season, but all in all, I think the Giants will beat Detroit as well and learn from their mistakes last year and hold on to a 4th quarter lead, which was, George, that was kind of the theme last year, right? They couldn't hold on to a lead late in the game. They had double-digit leads in several of these games.
But look at your coordinators and coaches last
right.
year.
But now they have
Yep.
But now they have the coaching. They have new coaches that I think are going to be successful. A lot of people made fun of the Matt Nagy hire, but all in all, I think he's going to be a fine OC. I think he's going to be better than Mike Kafka was, or Caillou, we like to call him. I think the Giants beat Detroit I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Give me 34-31. Giants over the Lions. And with that, George, Week 17.
Week 17, January 3rd at Dallas. All right. We win this game. Obviously, I said we're going to win the last 4.
Yep.
We win this game, and for a little extra cherry on top, we knock out Dallas from contention. This is where we knock them out right here. They're going to be hovering with us. We're going to push them back down. So we're winning this game. I think Dallas, this is going to be the finger-pointing game for them. You know, this is where they look at Dak. Dak looks at him. Dak looks over here, blah, 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 blah. We win this game. I'm going to say score is going to be tough, though. I'm going to say 21-17. We win. Eliminate Dallas.
I think the Giants lose this game. I hope not. But I think the Cowboys are desperate here. They're trying to stay alive and fight to Week 18. Giants as well. I think Dallas knocks off the Giants. It's hard to beat 2 playoff caliber teams back-to-back on the road. And ultimately, I think Dallas beats the Giants. Final score.
We've done this shit before. Yeah. Road Warriors. We've done it before.
I know.
I'm telling you.
26-24 Dallas. We hear you, Nick, I think.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, so Nick.
If you can rip off, Cleveland, Detroit, and Dallas games.
Fucking asshole.
Well, George, in typical George fashion, cut me off. I'm pretty sure he cut my mic too somehow. But either way, he jumped the gun and told us all of his predictions before we could all say ours, right?
No, I didn't give you all.
He didn't give a score. He made a bold take.
This is where
he gave us 4 wins, so and then it could hinder our decisions for listening.
But it's clip material.
I do agree with this fuckface again. We got all 4 wins. I think similar to what George said, we're going on a tear at the end. I think Cleveland's going to be a blowout, 38-10. I think Detroit's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a close one. 24-21. We squeaked that one out on the road. We're going to beat Dallas. Fuck Dallas. I think it's going to be a close one, though. 31-24. We picked that one out. And then to end the season.
No, we're not up to that. We're still talking about Dallas.
Well, no, this is about me now. And to end it, we're going to go with Philly. 35-24. Those are my predictions in case my mic cuts out again. Guys, I didn't hear a thing.
Philly wins the division. We lock up the wild card the last 2 weeks. We knock out Dallas from contention. We beat Philly at home to get the wild card. Philly wins the division. We're in the fucking playoffs year 1.
I have the Giants beating Philly in Week 18 as well. So just to recap, I have the Giants splitting the division this year, 3-3. I think they win and lose 1 game against each team. I think Week 18 is a game where Dart and Scat ball out, similar to the way they did at MetLife against the Eagles last season on Thursday Night Football. I think Cam Scatterboo scores 2 to 3 touchdowns in this game, and the Giants clinch the 7th seed in the playoffs, 31-17, Big Blue.
That was exhausting.
George, are you okay that you didn't get to talk for a minute?
1 hour later.
So there it is, folks.
We made it.
And we're gonna save all this and we're gonna clip it, and week by week during the season, we're gonna make fun of each other or maybe give each other flowers on our predictions. We could be dead wrong. We could be 2-14 and go, that was a waste, but you never know.
That was our 2026 scheduled prediction for the New York Football Giants.
Any other comments from the class, Tom?
I think we're good. Everyone's watching Subway Series tonight, getting ready for some playoff action, hockey, basketball.
All right. What else do we have before we get the hell out of here?
George.
Softball game?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, George.
Sure. The Brian Burns charity softball game, Saturday, May 30th, 2 p.m., Pomona, New York. All right. This is a great event. Here's the Tom, can you get rid of the bumper, please? Saturday, May 30th, like I said, Clover Stadium, Pomona, New York. Tickets are on sale. Spida, SPIDA, game, GAME.com. They're fairly affordable. Bring the family. They're going to have raffles. There's a card show as well. And you're going to see a lot of former Giants, 100 Giants in total or more, are going to be playing softball. I believe there's a dodgeball game and maybe a home run derby. Me and Nick, or Nick and I, sorry, poor English, we will be here at this event supporting. We're bringing our sons. It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be a phenomenal day. Yeah, a lot to look forward to. Hopefully we get good weather. We have not had very good weather so far this year. Should be a fun event. We'll be walking around hoping to meet fellow Giants fans, have a good time. And George, did you want to talk about something that was involved with that game also?
Yeah, sure. So we have these cards right here. All right, so that's a card with our logo insignia, and it has a QR code which goes to our link tree. And what we're going to do for the fans of the show, the new fans of the show, is we're going to hand those out either at this game, and then probably at whatever game we go to this year, or even training, or not training camp, summer mini camp. And basically I'm going to sign an undetermined amount of these with my signature. And if you get one of those and you follow and like our avenues here on the QR code, and then DM us with a picture of it, you will be put into a randomizer to win a Plaxico Burress signed helmet for the free, shipped right out of my man cave to you. You have to be 18 years or older and live in the continental United States. That's it.
Why do you have to be 18 years or older?
I just threw that in. That's what they do for contests, you know?
Yeah. So little Mikey can't have a fucking helmet?
You know what? I changed my mind. You could be a kid. Who cares? Who gives a shit? So you can like the content, all right? Send me a DM with the business card with my signature on it, and that's how I know it'll be you. And then I'll put your names in a hat. I don't know the amount of names I'm going to do. I threw around 10, 25, maybe 30. I don't know. We'll think about it. What's
your favorite number? What's your favorite number?
Of all time?
Yeah.
33.
Why is it 33?
Because 9 is my second favorite number, and 3 times 3 is 9.
Moving on, Dennis Rader. What else we got going on? What other events are coming up here?
Well,
so we do have the 40th anniversary of the Super Bowl championship team at the Woodbridge Brewing Company in New Jersey. They're hosting. It's actually the same weekend. We were trying to look into going and attending, but it just didn't work out with our schedule. They have most of the 40th anniversary championship team will be there, signing autographs. It's a great venue. If you've ever been there, they're going to be there signing stuff, hanging out, talking, having a good time.
That's fun. And what do we got going on next week, Tom?
Well, we have one more thing to preview for the class. Folks, Carl Banks, not tonight, even though it says tonight, live next week, May 21st at 7 p.m. Be there. Number 58, New York Giants, Ring of Honor member, 2-time Super Bowl champion, Carl Banks joins the podcast.
Tom, hold on 1 second, because that's going to irk me. Here we go. What I just sent you in the group chat, put that on there. That's a better display of what's going on here. So next week, Thursday, 7 p.m., May 21st, correct?
Give it a minute. I gotta save it, download it, and pull it up.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute.
Is it? All right, good. So Carl Banks in the house. We had to reschedule from the first time, but we have Carl Banks next Thursday, 7 p.m. This is going to be exciting, folks. I cannot wait. I know Nick cannot wait. I'm going to speak for Tom. He can't wait. Carl Banks is an absolute legend. Everything he did on the field, not to mention him parlaying that into a successful broadcasting career alongside Bob Papa. And then if he didn't have enough time, he helped reinvent starter brands. So I know 80s babies like me, starter was the shit growing up. Like that's what every kid wanted, was a starter jacket or pullover in all the cool colors. There it is. That's a much better representation right there. Next week in the house, Carl Banks. Get your fucking popcorn ready.
Hell yeah. Should be exciting. Oh, looking forward to that. Rescheduled too.
Rescheduled, shit happened. Yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we got a lot of coming up, and some potential guests coming up too that are very exciting. We can't talk about them yet; they're not officially locked in. I think a lot of fun things happening during these slower months. We're going to try and give you as much content as we can while navigating our wild schedules. Anything else we want to touch on before we go, guys?
Tom, you?
Cheers, guys. Great job.
Tom, can we get a fuck Dallas out of you?
Fuck Dallas.
Fuck Dallas.
Fuck him. We'll do a live. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Sure. He's drinking vodka. That's vodka in that water bottle.
Cheers, guys. Go Big Blue.
Cheers, guys.